Hi guys, how you doing? So today I'm going to be showing you how I like to make my decks up. So what I did from the start, if you're not unsure about how to build a good deck, this is basically the way that I used to build them until I got a bit better at the game. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go over and you're going to find a theme deck that you like, and then you're going to use that theme deck to as a base for the deck you want to build. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick with the 3 new decks. So I'm going to go over, we're going to use the Rillaboom theme deck as the base. So what you do is you click on the deck and then you click on this button here. This clones the deck, because basically this is now a deck that you can edit. So if you go in here, you now got the extra options that you can edit and look at it. So you're going to go on the little spanner and you're going to go on the edit. So now this is exactly the same deck as what you have for the theme deck, but now you can use it in standard and in expanded. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the cards that are in it and see how you can improve it. So you got cards on it like this, that some of them, not all of them though, but some of them you'll be able to evolve further or even change the evolutions to a different type. So obviously on the Rillaboom you've also got these 2 other cards. So you've got Voltage Beat, one which does once during your turn you may search your deck for up to 2 grass energy cards attached into one of your Pokemon and shuffle your deck, and it attacks 140. So I'd argue that is probably better than that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out one of the Rillabooms and we're going to add in the Voltage Beat Rillaboom. So now he's there. Right, and now for the Marcactus, it says basically it does 60 damage for 2 heads, 20 damage for not. So I'm actually going to take this one out, so I don't think it's actually worth being in the deck. So these are the basic kind of things you've got to do. Just take out different things that you don't think will go, put in things that you think do. So one of the things you might want to add in is a couple of V cards. So you've got a Celebi V. Search your deck over 2 Pokemon with V-Limb and put them into your hands. So very good card. Any 2 Pokemon you can search for, and obviously Celebi V is a basic. Only takes 1 energy to do that attack. This attack does 20 damage for each of your bench, 20 more damage for bench Pokemon. So yeah, I'm going to put that in. Snorlax. Now, yeah, looks good, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take them out and I'm going to put Snorlax V and VMAX in instead. So we'll put the full art Snorlax V in and we'll put the Rainbow VMAX in. Right, so that's all I want to change for now. I don't want to change too much too soon because basically you're going to try it out, see what it's like, and then keep editing it, taking things out, putting things in until you get the way you want it to be. So the trainer cards that are in, you've got Great Balls, you've got Ordinary Rod, Pokegear Point 3.0, Potions, Switch, Hop, Pokekid, Pokemon Center Lady, Professor's Research. Yeah, they're all good, decent cards. We're going to add in a few new ones. So we're going to go from Sword and Shield. We're going to keep it at standard as well. So you've got things like Evolution Incense. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it and put in your hand, shuffle your deck. So that's good. We've got other ones. You've got obviously the new stuff like Lucky Eggs. The Lumberries, sorry. Yeah, quite good. Obviously, you got the Pokemon Catcher and the new Quick Ball card. So we are going to put one of them in, and I'm going to take something out. So I'm actually going to take Pokegear 3.0 out. I don't particularly like that card. It is good, but not for me really. And yeah, I've got a full art bead in here. I've also got a couple of full art Team Yell and a gold balloon, which I probably will put in. I'll probably take some of these. I don't need 4 hops, so we'll stick with 2 hops. We'll stick the air balloon in. And his attacks. The attacks of his Pokemon attached to do 10 more damage to your opponent's Pokemon, so not bad. But no, we're not going to put that in. Obviously, the full art team yell, put an energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon into their hand. So yeah, you might want to put stuff like that in depending on how you like to play the game. I'm going to put a rare candy in, and we're going to take out one of these two of these great balls, and then probably put in, let's see, what should we do? Energy search. That's what we should do. Energy search. Now the energy cards. No, it's 18 new grass type energies, but we do have this new energy card, the Aurora Energy. Says you can attach this Pokemon to only one Pokemon if you discard one from your hand, as long as this card is attached to this Pokemon. It provides every type of energy, but it provides one at a time. So it's basically a rainbow energy, but you discard an energy and you don't lose any damage from it. So it's good, but I don't really see the point in me doing it because all I've got is grass types and colorless types. So there's no point in me putting that energy card into this deck. Alright, so we're going to keep it as it is for now, and we're going to save that, and we're going to test it out. So basically we've tried to improve on the Grookey deck, the Grookey and Gorilla Boom deck. So I'm going to go on versus. The versus ladder's changed. I've not been on the game for a long time. See how it goes. Oh, we got sword and shield cards in the versus ring now. That's good. Alright, so we're going to try it out. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so no advantage on any side. He looks like he's got dragon types. So he's got water, psychic, and steel Pokemon as well. Alright, so we'll flip. We won the flip, so I think we will go first. Okay, nothing. Okay, so start off with Grookey. Alrighty, so we're going to go Great Ball. I'm going to try to choose this one, which is not too bad because considering we have the evolution in the hand. So that's not bad at all. Put the coin if edge your opponent. That's quite good. Alright. So we'll level up Grookey, then end the turns. Obviously, of course, on your first turn now you're not allowed to use support cards. If you go first. If you go second, you are allowed to. Alright, so it looks like he's powering up the God's card that he's got. But we're going to evolve both of these. I'm going to use Hop first though. Never know, he might get a rare candy and a Rillaboom. We've got a Rillaboom, no rare candy. We've also got the VMAX Snorlax. So that's good. Right. So we're going to power up Grookey to Wacky. And then we're going to just attack and then end the turn. And the next turn we'll use Rillaboom. And I'm thinking that he's probably gonna use his GX move. Oh, Snorlax on the bench. So you'll be taking two price cards for every card that he knocks out now. But of course, his attack range is we have 190 thingy, but I thought I'd only done it. It's 10 more damage to your opponent's opponent. How is that? 160. Check that one. How'd that happen? Should have only done 160 damage. No abilities. 150. The attack of the port one this card attached to does 10 more damage to ones that are port ones. So how was his 190? Doesn't make sense. How is it 190 still? Doesn't make sense. This player's attack speed more damage. Oh, this is Jake? Rest of this turn. Your Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage. Ah, I didn't know that did that. So I was like, what? I've got no choice what to use Snorlax V anyway. Now he's got 340 HP, which is higher than any card I've known. This deck does 30 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. But at the minute, I don't only have one, so that's not great, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I've got how much damage left? Quite a lot. Oh well. Let's try never one. When you go against the decks like that, where you're just going to get up against the God cards from Cosmic Eclipse, they are quite hard decks to go against. Them cards are quite good. If you don't get on them straight away and they do heal them, then it is hard, especially in standard. They're not that hard to defeat in expanded, because you get a lot of other cards that you can do to combat them, but in a standard build they are quite hard to fight against. Alright, so we're going to try another match with this deck, see how it goes. We'll have a look and see if there's anything else we can change to make it better. Alright, so this one's a bit of a better start on this one, so we're going to go with Goosefleur. Got only on the bench. And we've got the Rillaboom Reverse Hollow in my hand this time. With Voltage Beat. Alright, not bad, not bad. Yeah, we'll put them on, because basically this card's got Call of Family. Search your deck for free, basically put them on your bench. So obviously that's going to power up Snorlax's attack. It's also going to get Grookey on the bench. It's also going to get Celebi on the bench. So it's going to get all the cards that we need basically to start this match off. It looks like this guy's got an Obstagoon deck because he's got Zigzagoon there. Shrine of Punishment, which is pretty much an obsolete card now because I've got V cards in this deck and not GXs or EXs, so if he uses that, it's pretty much useless against me now. So that's one of the main things that I try to do, is try to only use the newest deck, the newest expansions, especially when a new set comes out, because a lot of our people are going to be using older strategies that no longer work. So he's got Shrine of Punishment back. Obviously, back before Sword and Shield came out, that was a good card to have, because if you had a non-GX EX deck, you would use it. As most people use the GX EX cards. Alright, so we'll wait for that to finish. 25 coins. Right, so we're going to finally do a decent match. And hopefully the person won't quit. Alright, so this person's got a fire deck, so they should have an advantage against me. So hopefully they won't quit. So because I know that this person's got a fire deck, the plan is to get Snorlax on the field. Definitely gonna get Snorlax on the field. Oh, there we go, straight away. Not a bad start at all. Now, heal from this pull and see what yeah, so I'm basically just going to power up Snorlax straight away, get him straight on the field before she has a chance to use that SVU. Oh no, well does. She seems to be putting some basically old type strategy with some new cards in, so let's see how this one goes. Oh come on, this mouse is going so slow. Alright, so we'll see if she's got enough energy cards to discard this time and knock out a Snorlax. If not, then we're going to heal myself by at least 60. Oh, here we go. Oh. That wasn't very nice, you know what? Not to worry. We'll have to risk it. And it came up heads. Yes, yeah. Alright, so really need the Snorlax V right now. But it would be a pretty bad way to go out, because if we do use it and we don't have any other Pokemon on the bench, its attack won't really be that high. So right now an NG card would be better. No. Right. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of a edit. We're going to change some of these cards around. Right. So basically, when I had this card, it was attached energy cards to it, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to get rid of these evolutions of it. I'm going to add on a fourth one of these. I'm also going to get rid of all of these as well. Where'd that go? Right. And we're going to go with fighting, grass, and then back on the sword retriever. Right. So we've also got Delmise V. I forgot about this card. If any of your grass Pokemon knocked out with damage, just that's doesn't anymore. So yeah, we'll definitely stick 2 of them in. I've also got Orbeal. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back in any order. This does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to this card. So that'll be a good one for a psychic type, but we don't have any psychic types in this, so we'll stay away from that one. And for Rillaboom, we're going to add a 4th Grookey card, but I'm going to add in a different type one, so we're going to add in a Chrome. And we're going to add in a 2nd hammer in Rillaboom as well. And for the trainer cards, we're going to add a 2nd Rare Candy, and we're going to add the Vitality Band in. Alright. Now let's see how we'll get on. It's just basically what you gotta do is just keep changing them, changing cards around that you think that you don't need or didn't work out very well, change it to something else you think they might, and then just keep playing games, seeing how they go out until you basically start winning them, and that's how you get a decent deck. Obviously, you don't have to like limit it to the new expansion like I have here. I'm just trying to just use the new cards. Obviously, you can still use other cards in standard decks as well. So if you wanted to do more of a thorough search, you can just type in grass, type in whatever type of deck it is that you're trying to use. But I'm just trying to stick with the new set at the moment. So for this one, we've got a Koala Family Growth Support. That's the only reason why I kept it in 4s, because I wanted to go and use it at the start to try and get the basic Pokemon on the bench straight away from the ones that you want. So we're going to be getting we're going to do a bit of a choice. So we're going to be getting a few. So we're going to use Hop to search for some, to draw some more cards. Don't need that one, so we'll just keep it in the hand. But we're going to get Grookey, of course. And we're also going to get Delmise, and we're also going to get Snorlax. And on the next turn, we're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to get Celebi on the field first. I'm also going to start powering up Delmise as well. Good looking card that. Trying to get whatever card she wants. Right. We're gonna. Oh, wacky. We're actually gonna use Professor's Research, get a new hand. Not bad. Then we'll get the last one on the bench, is Celebrate. Alright, so now we have every card that we want on the bench. Now all we need is to swap to Celebrate, to find a friend, basically that one. Let's just find any Pokemon card, not just basics. And it also does 10 damage for each, 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon on that one as well, so it's him and Snorlax are a good combination. So if it's going to be 5, so it's going to be an extra 100, so it'll be 150 attack when we come to use it, because we're all going to swap on the next turn to Celebi, put the energy card on it, and we're going to get VMAX Snorlax, and we're going to get Rillaboom with the Voltage Beat ability. So once we do that on the turn after, we'll use the ability to then start powering up everything else. That does 60 damage for every fire. But I'm going to have to sacrifice a few, so I'm going to go for powering up VMAX Snorlax, of course. So we need to get Rillaboom with the Voltage, and we also need VMAX Snorlax. So we might have to sacrifice Celebi and Delmise, because obviously VMAX Snorlax is not going to be powered up enough on the next turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to chance it with Chandelure to see if Celebi survives. Probably won't. If it doesn't, we're going to then use Delmise's ability, his first one, with 90 more damage when something else gets cut off. So that would be 120. It's not enough, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. No NG. Oh. What? Oh, it's Fire Pokemon. Oh, I thought it was Fire NG. What's that? 100, 200. So what we're going to do is we're going to evolve Snorlax. We're going to use Rillaboom's ability. Power up Delmise. NG card to Snorlax. And then we're going to Chandelure. Right. Now he's probably going to swap with Charizard. Now she's going to probably swap with Charizard. That's okay. Probably not going to Delmise. We'll then swap the Snorlax. That's fine, as we'll use Rillaboom's ability to power up Snorlax. And we'll put Gusafleur on the bench. So that'll be 2 on the bench, which would be an extra 60. So it would be even 20. So, and then we'll probably use Professor Researchers to draw more cards and hopefully get more basics to put on the bench as well. We do have another couple of Grookies in there. We've got another Gusafleur in there. Oh no, we don't have both or 2 there. We have a couple of Grookies in there at least though, so we need to draw at least one of them. not have enough to knock out Snorlax in one hit. No way, no way. Okay, she's transferred to Chandelure. To be honest, I don't know. That's not bad. Just using the combination of new Rangaroo to always have a Pokemon card on top of the deck, I suppose. And then using ordinary rods to put them back in. Smart, very smart. Now let's see if she's got enough Pokemon left to do Snorlax. Right, so first off we'll do Rillaboom's Voltage Beat ability. We'll then put Closer on the bench. Might as well power up Rillaboom as well. Versus research. Draw some more cards. We did get 2 groupies, so that's good. We needed 1, but we got both of them. That's G-Max. Oh, let's put it one. 210 attack. Oh my god, 340 HP. Still got 4 to knock out though, so like this has been quite a good setup, so it's been quite good. It just happens to be that we're going against fire types, which is obviously always going to be hard when you're using a grass type deck, so that's probably the only reason why we're going to be losing this one. But I think this deck is quite promising. I think it is quite a good deck. So if you want the recipe, let me know. Obviously, this is the kind of thing you're going to be doing. You're going to be using Rillaboom's Voltage Beat. I'm probably going to get rid of the regular Rillaboom cards and just have the Voltage Beat ones in instead. Because we're going to use him basically to power up everything else. Use Delmise when your Pokemon's being knocked out, and its first also use its first attack. That gets powered up when the Pokemon gets knocked out. You've also got Celebi to get all of our cards you want. And then obviously you've got the other ones here. So when he attacks here now, I'm hoping to get knocked out. She doesn't. I'm going to use potions to heal him up a bit. But he's still only got 150 HP still. That's not too bad, to be honest. Use Hop. Pokemon Center Lady, so we'll be able to heal him on the next turn if he survives Charizard. But I don't think he will, to be honest. That's kind of all we can do, really. I might as well use Rillaboom's ability again just to power himself up, but it's not really much choice because much point is it's not really going to have any chance of attacking anyways, but we'll see what happens. So it needs 150. It's not that bad. It's going to be pretty easy. That's already enough there. So yeah, 180. I reckon if we managed to last one more turn, we might have been able to turn that around. Yeah, I think it's a good deck. So that's basically how I do like new decks. Is get a theme deck, copy it, change the cards around that you don't want, change them into something else you think is going to work better, and then you just play the game, and then just keep changing them until it works. But I think that one does work. Obviously, it has got a few issues, especially when you go against fire Pokemon. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember to subscribe and like the video as well. So goodbye for now.